Hey guys, welcome back. I was gonna work in the garden today and get some more of the grass clumps up, all that stuff, and take all the extra clumps around it off. But it is raining. Well, it is sprinkling. It's not really raining enough that, I mean, it's muddy, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna stand a little bit on this porch and maybe stain what I can, other than these depths, because, you know, they'll end up wet. But the radar looks clear from here on out, so maybe I can get to the garden. Flash is crying, but I'm gonna work on this porch. I'm gonna sand a little bit, blow it off, and maybe stain.
It's been raining for days now, been running like a child. Can't feel the cold, well I'm lost here with you, lost in the woods, lost as I should.
Well, I started to say, hey guys, welcome back, but I already said that. So I forgot that I'd already opened this video up in the beginning, but welcome back anyway. I wanted to stand on this porch because we have some rough spots from where that deck coating peeled up and it splintered some of the wood up, and just from the pressure washer and different things. There were also some spots that I went over to try to get a little piece of that deck coating off, and some of it came off, some of it didn't. So this deck, instead of being screwed down, it was nailed down and it was beat down in the wood. So there is little spots of deck coating covering every nail hole, and I could not get that out. But after we stain it, you can't really tell. It's no big deal. But I did want to go ahead and get all of the rough spots smoothed out, and it was just drizzling rain, not enough to hurt anything really, but enough that you couldn't really get off the porch yet. But it does stop raining. It gives us a break, so you'll see in a little bit what we get into.
Where I don't belong without goodbyes. Made up my mind. It's all that matters really, as long as you stay crazy. Shadows will guide us where we've never been before. Run so I act like no one knows me, right back in with my eyelids closed. Yeah, my fault, and I think I know you've been down thinking about him again. I know that your heart's been broken. You should try and let it go and start being yourself. You can put on your dress, we can play your favorite song, and I will take care of you, care of you, care of you. This is what we need, this is what we have to do. Tell me, can you feel it too, feel it too? Maybe you should go work that body. You should go work that body.
Lexi, Heather, and myself were headed to Johnson City, and we went to Target and we went to At Home. I'll include some of that at the end, but I was editing in the car and I was like, I get tired of the same music over and over. So anyway, Lexi was telling me some of the songs that she liked to listen to when she watches, and when I came across this song, I was like, oh, that is like so fitting, because after I worked in the garden, I was so sore. I got up the next morning and I was like, I think I need hip replacement surgery. I was so sore in my left hip. And I've never had hip issues or anything like that. But I have found out that if I continue just to go on and keep working, I'll work that soreness out, versus if I lay around, then it just lingers around.
Song, everybody will sing along, sing along, sing along. So put your hands up. This is what we have to do.
So Allison had just gotten home from volleyball tryouts for school. So she had sat down and was telling me who was there and who wasn't, and all the different changes they've made. You all know I did the nursery for her coach, and so I think she's got a new coach this year. She wasn't so sure about that. She does not do well with change. She really took up with her other coach, and she was very attached to her. And yeah, I bet, it's life. You're not always guaranteed the same person, the same coach. You're not always guaranteed no change, and that's just part of it, and you just have to go with it. You have to trust the process. I told her that everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason for it, or God wouldn't have allowed it, and we'll just go on with it. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to see that I am human too, and my kids do come sit down and talk to me, and I edit a lot of that out, but I thought I would just leave this and just let you guys know that we were just having a little heart-to-heart there over change.
Baby, you should go work that body. You should go work that body. The body won't stop till we're great and old. Maybe for a second we can lose control. You should go work that body.
You say you're fine, but I can see right through. You're holding your secrets for way too long. This can't keep going on. With every lie, they keep on hurting you, getting away with everything they do. This can't keep going on. No, we're gonna find them, and I'm gonna fight for you. They better start hiding. We'll be running with the lions, lions. We'll be running with the lions, lions. They can't run, they can't hide. We won't stop until they're down. We'll be running with the lions, lions.
So this is stain and sealer all in one. You put 2 coats on it. I tested out a little spot and it did look a little dark for me, but I thought, well, it'll fade, whatever. So Heather actually picked this color and she likes dark. So Heather loves it and I absolutely hate it. I hate it. I think it looks dark. It looks red. I like just a natural wood look, but Heather likes it. It's her house too. And as long as one of us are happy, then that's all that matters. But I'm not a fan of it at all. But it is what it is now. So, it's there. And I'm not painting it or anything else or trying to take this off for sure. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm just not a huge fan of the dark color. I didn't expect it to be this dark.
We won't stop until they're down. We'll be running with the lions, lions. Gonna find them, la 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 la. They better start hiding. We'll be running with the lions, lions. We'll be running with the lions, lions. They can't run, they can't hide. We won't stop until they're down. We'll be running with the lions, lions.
Started out just like a lovely story. You were mine and we were really happy. Came around when I was pretty lonely.
The one thing about the dark color that I do like is that it does hide those nail holes really good from where that deck covering is still on every single nail head. It does cover that pretty good. And I'm sorry about the angles, guys. I never want to bend over in front of a camera. I always want to stay modest. I always try to squat or crop it out or bend the other way or whatever, but this was just kind of impossible because, you know, you're just bending every which way and all over the place when you're trying to do something like this. So I just wanted to point that out. But once this stain is dry, it's not as bad as it was when it was wet, but it's still just a little dark for me. Y'all have to let me know what you think. I still got to go around the edges and trim it. I still got to do the steps because it was raining a little bit on and off. So I just wanted to stay under the shelter as far as staining.
Cheated for a long time. You had me fooled and there were no signs. And you stole my time, and I lived my life with you. Should have known that you'd never make it through. Stole my time, and I lived my life with you. Should have known that you'd lose. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, 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 robbery. Stole my heart, so 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 stole my heart. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, 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 robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery. It was all a robbery, 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 robbery. Want to keep it nice and clean, not freak out and cause a scene. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Not sure who I really am, just be cute and super bland. I try to hold it together, keep it together. Been playing it down, but I'm so getting tired. Now won't you meet high? 'Cause I've been feeling that crazy, and I need to lose control. So baby, put the record on. Baby, put the record on. Hit it. And I've been needing that crazy, and I gotta let it go. So baby, put the record on. I'm not gonna need that song. Hit it. Monday came and swept away all the fun of yesterdays. But I'm gonna hold it together. This ain't forever. Need a shot and then a beat. Somewhere to let up some.
Okay, we're changing brakes. He helps us, so we're gonna help him because we're so sweet like that.
You have to be sure that it's pushed all the way up on there. And if
We're
it's
being
really
nice
lost
to
in
him.
there, push it all. There you go.
I'm gonna work on my soil beds.
I thought you was gonna do this.
Yes, I need tomato plants, Bobby planted. Okay, what are we doing? Where's my gloves? You don't need gloves,
We're gonna get some guy at work. Give me 2 boxes of
You
them.
don't need gloves,
Those
princess.
are like $10 or $12 a piece.
Tell them about the time that you got your tires done at Sears. Please tell it.
But it tightened my nuts up.
And?
Tar come off.
Oh, well, tell them what happened. So you pull out of the mall parking lot from Sears.
And made a turn and the tar come off, and
Oh my God.
I thought more than one came off.
no, just the one.
So did your car go?
No, it went like this because there's a back tar. And then
What'd you say?
the
What-
tar started
He
rolling
said
through the
that's
parking
great.
lot. That used to be Rex, and it almost went through the big.
Your tire went rolling down the road.
Almost went through the window.
Was you?
Yeah,
What'd you
You
say
didn't
to
say
him?
any 4-letter words.
bigger tars than that. I was pumped enough to where I picked it up one-handed and slung it up in the bed.
I'm doing it. He came to me. Ah! No fair. I ain't got to do nothing yet.
Hurry, Allie.
You jacked it up.
I need to get this done.
This is the used, abused, but still serves the purpose. Sure. You can text her on her phone number. She's not gonna care. I promise.
What if she gets in trouble?
How did she get in
She doesn't
trouble?
know
She
she
ain't
don't.
nothing. She's a
I
teacher.
need
She's a
to check.
coach. She's a friend. You slept on her couch. Go text
What do
her.
I say?
What is this?
Yeah, you think you got the best of me, but just because I'm giving you my love for free, are things not for real? You've been telling everyone about us, but you are not the only one I call for fun. Late night too.
I just wanted to add too, this car is held up by jack stands. We do put a bucket up under each tire, but that's just holding his caliper up. It is not holding the weight of the car. So just wanted to let you guys know that, because I know somebody's going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so dangerous. I can't believe you did that. It is not holding any weight, just holding the caliper in place.
That we are done. Oh, hands in the air like I don't care. Music is fair to me singing. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, love's in the air and I don't care.
I did something to my hip. I think I need hip replacement. Holy roots! How to separate that? We're tangled. It's like hair. You got your hair detangler?
I'm all out.
Yeah. Hope I'm not interrupting you guys and making you gonna die. I hope I'm not. That's like 500 radish. I'm talking to my radishes. I need a hairbrush. Okay. They're not gonna stand up without being next to each other. Why'd I put the whole pack in there?
Because you said that's not many seeds.
It didn't look like a lot of seeds. What is a radish seed? I ain't never ate a radish and seen a seed in it. Have you? How do they make radish seeds? Oh, look at that. It's juicy root. Instead of juicy fruit, juicy root. That's probably all the roots from these other ones that's purple. I didn't want to get dirt in my fingernails. Guess what? Well, I'm growing your vegetables. You're welcome. You'll like it this summer when you got a salad. I wonder how you grow lettuce.
Gotta. If you're doing something
Whoa,
like
now, whoa.
you're doing,
You're running over my chair with your chair.
is you want
When's his appointment, Heather? I don't want him to get no shots. Why does he have to have shots again? I mean, does he have to have those every year? It's not like a lifetime guaranteed or nothing? Kind of like a pneumonia shot for us? I mean, like you have to, it wears off is what I'm saying. You want to take out to Barb and Kevin and see if they like radishes? All they put hamburgers. That'd be one big radish. Y'all having so much fun.
I thought you loved me. Ooh, I honestly thought that you loved me. So why would you make me go to stupid parties with your homies? When you know I'm way too shy to function right. When you know I'll probably mess up your night, baby. Ooh, I really need for you to save me.
We were fixing to run to Target and to At Home, and we were going to pick up a few things for Lakely, and then we were going to also look at Home at porch things, just a few little things to make the porch look a little bit nicer, like Chip has his little bed out there with 2 blankets, and I wanted that kind of hidden. So you'll see in the next video what we did there. I'm not going to give you guys a haul because I want it to kind of be new for the next video for you guys to see that. But here I'm just taking this citrus strip that we used on the front porch and putting it on the side of this stove to get this paint off, and it done the trick. It got that off. But I first tried to use a straight edge, like a flat blade, to get that off, and it was coming off, but I mashed a little too hard and I chipped my paint on the side of my stove. So I was like, better not do that. So, you know, if you had a steady hand and you could do that without pressing too hard, that for sure would take it off. But I got it off a little better than it was anyway. So, I mean, it does look a whole lot better. But anyway, this is what the porch looks like with one coat. I do need to even it out. Some places has a little more, some a little less, just because Heather and I both kind of use a different amount or maybe press a little harder than one another. So I'm going to go over that and even that out. It takes 2 coats anyway, but it is a rainy day today, so I'm going to have to wait until it's not so dreary and rainy outside. But you guys are fixing to see a little bit of our little shopping trip, and I'll read my devotional to you then. I'm going to share my devotional with you guys today, and this one is from my phone, and it's to the woman who feels like she's fighting alone. Bear one another's burdens, so fulfill the law of Christ. Galatians 6:2. There are times that tears fall from our questions, and one of those questions being, why do I feel so alone in this? It's how we feel when life seems too heavy. It's what happens when the pressures of life press in. We tend to pull away and isolate. In that season, when people ask us how we are, we smile through a fake, fine answer and suffer quietly. It's so easy to let pride convince us that we only need Jesus, and this is as true as we allow it to be. But with Jesus comes an entire army, an army of angels, truth, and yes, people. We are called to carry each other's burdens, just as they are called to help carry ours. One of the ways we can fail at this is to not allow other people to see the burdens that we are carrying. Throughout Scripture, we see accounts of God bringing people to help support the emotional, physical, and spiritual loads of life. Moses, Aaron, Naomi, Ruth, Mary, Martha, Lazarus. But maybe you're like me and wonder, how do I do this without feeling like a burden? One of the things we can do is surround ourselves with truth. Nothing will be too heavy for our God, and God will send the right people to help us carry our load. We can't expect people to be in our corner if we're not consistently in theirs. A friend is always loyal, and a brother is born to help in time of need. Proverbs 17:17. And finally, we can ask with grace. This is hard. It's one of the most humble places people can be. But you don't need to ask, can you do this for me? But rather say, can you help me see hope in my situation? None of us are strong enough to do this alone, but that doesn't make us weak. We need to be as gentle on ourselves as we are everyone else. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Matthew 5:7. It's not a burden, but a blessing to be able to walk with people through life and remind them that they're not alone, because I know I sure couldn't do this alone. Dear Lord, thank you for teaching me to share my burdens with others. Help me have grace and courage to be obedient in this area of my life so that I can both give and receive. I tell you guys all the time that that's one reason I like to share, probably overshare, honestly, my struggles, Heather's struggles, my kids' struggles. We all have a battle that we're fighting inside of us, and some people hide it more than others. I look at problems within my family or my friends, but then you hear of this one having that problem or this family going through this or that. It's in every family. It honestly is. Like I said, some hide it more than others, but whether it be financial, emotional, you've been hurt, you've lost a loved one, you can't afford groceries this week, you're not alone. And it helps so much to know that you're not alone. Not that you wish that on anyone else, but you're not the only one that it happens to. And when you see other people that have been there or walking through it, it helps you so much to at least have faith, at least see a light at the end of the tunnel, and to know that it's going to be okay. If the Lord can do it for somebody like me, He can do it for anyone. But Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will be showing you soon what the porch looks like done, so stay tuned for that. We got a few little things for it, not much because I'm just not super fancy. I'm just not the type to decorate, especially like my house. I'm not going to have like a mixer with a towel hanging out of it, or I'm not going to have a chair that nobody's allowed to sit in because it's just a pretty decorative chair. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that fancy. So if you're looking for that, you're on the wrong channel. But we just like to show real life struggles, real life messes, and just show you guys how that you can get through it day by day with help of friends, help of your family. I couldn't do it if it wasn't for my friends and family. I know that for sure. But I love you guys. Remember, Jesus loves you unconditionally, no matter what. Remember, you're not alone. You're never alone in your struggle. If you don't have anyone else, you have me. I love you. Jesus loves you. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Wandering and fading, I know there is something more than this. I think I am ready for doing some changing, oh God. There is something